Working at Amity for the past 24 years, two areas stand out: the rapid change in technology and the constant importance of the team. The team that I work on is comprised of 5 teachers: math, science, English, world language, and social studies, working together and meeting daily. The team teachers all have the same group of students: one guidance counselor, a resource room teacher, administrators, life arts staff, and other support personnel. In the past, the team 24 years ago, the 7th and 8th graders had approximately 400 students. Half were teamed and half were unteamed. As I began my second year, the entire 7th grade went to teaming. We were ahead of the curve and had found an organizational structure that worked. For the past 24 years, we have been teamed in the middle school. Seasoned teachers helping new teachers with grading, discipline, and classroom instruction. Young teachers are able to observe veteran teachers. Note, I didn't say old, and model good teaching. We had the best program concept before it was in place at the state level. In technology, when I started teaching, the old ditto machine was becoming obsolete. Many of you can remember the smell and the mess and the corrections. The ditto machine was being replaced by the copier, not the copier that you think of today that collates, staples, and copies two-sided documents. Amity has also had overhead projectors, a few still around, film strip projectors, but no computers. We used the typewriter to construct our tests and quizzes and worked hard not to make mistakes. The first computers Amity purchased were the Radio Shack TRS-80s, followed by the Apple IIe's with no hard drive and a 5.5-inch floppy. And when I say floppy, this was a 5.5-inch disk that was flexible with very little memory. We did not have a hard drive, so everything had to be saved to these disks. The Apple IIe was replaced by the Apple IIc with a hard drive and a 3.25-inch disk. The internet was just coming to our school. The first connection was via modem with a dial-up connection. You needed a separate phone line in your room to be connected. Our first searches were using state-of-the-art technology at that time, without color, primarily text. We accessed the USGS sites for up-to-the-minute earthquake data. We had entered a new age of technology. Unfortunately, most classrooms were without phone line and the teachers would have to wait several years to be connected. Present, the team. Many of the names on the team have changed over the years. Some current members are former students. Our goals, though, today are similar to what they were 24 years ago: to engage students and make them excited about learning. In technology, today we use smartboard, projectors. Computer education is very different. We use resources that weren't even dreamed of 5 or 10 years ago. From interactive programs to online textbooks to building and sharing websites, our students are constantly being exposed to new and changing information. Our students use MySpace, YouTube, Facebook, cell phones, and texting. Today, teachers are scrambling to keep up with the rapid pace of change. As we move through this year, we will continue to work with Google applications, Moodle, wikis, and blogs, programs that allow classrooms to research and interact with teachers, students, and other schools throughout the world. Students are not only receiving content, they are the creators of content as well. I knew I was getting old when one of the teachers, who I consider young, he was in his 30s, stated that outside of school, new teachers like to be constantly connected. They use their cell phones in many different ways to stay in close contact with their peers. I struggle with the new language of texting and with the physical problems of pressing such small keys. The future, the team. I'm uncertain where the team will be in 24 years, but I hope the team and the collaborative concept will survive. With the rapid changes in technology, we need constants in our lives. Students will need guidance and structure as we negotiate the new technologies. Technology. As we look 24 years into the future, the classroom is going to be very different. It's hard to even envision what it will look like. What we do know, though, is that learning will be able to take place at any time, and our students will be connected to a wide range of experts, peers, and teachers. We will see lecture webcasting, podcasting, classroom response systems, and student collaboration tools being used to a much greater extent. One thing we definitely can be assured of is that technology will continue to change, and consequently, education must continue to adapt, and we will need to continue to upgrade our training. As many of you will learn a new grading program this afternoon. To quote Tom Carroll, head of the National Commission on Teaching and the America's Future, kids these days are different learners because we live in a different world. Schools continue to be teaching organizations rather than co-created learning studios in networked learning environments. This networked learning environment represents the direction in which education is moving and which teachers need to embrace in order to confront the challenges we face in the 21st century. Perhaps in the future, our orientation can take place while we're sitting on the beach. Thank you.